bullying in the UK schools is absolutely horrific. Like I hate it. It's my biggest pet peeve. I've watched, like, I went into my school recently to go and do a concert, and seeing the kids that were exactly like me when I was younger, I spotted one girl and immediately went to speak to her because I just knew that she was in the same boat that I was. Like I talk about it because I want people to understand that it's horrible. Kids are absolutely cruel. Girls
Yeah.
are cruel. Like, especially sometimes girls can be absolutely awful. And so, yeah, it was just like, it's a way to show that I got told my entire life I was never going to make it. And as long as you work hard and you enjoy something enough, you can get there.
Man, you're so cool. I
You're so
love that. I
cool,
love that you saw
man.
a girl and you're like, that was me growing up. I'm gonna go talk to her. That's
I
Yeah.
knew
that's
exactly.
amazing.
Her body, honestly, her body was just curled in. She was sat here like really uncomfortable. There was a bunch of girls that were whispering and looking at her. And they were talking about her, and she was exactly like me. Literally, curly hair, glasses, massive bag, strap shoes. Definitely an amazing singer. She was incredible. And I just remember sitting next to her and going, like, I gave her one of my throat sweets because she was really worried. And I just started talking to her. And then the girls that were bitching about her kind of came up to me and were like, "Oh my God, we love you so much." And I was like, it was lovely to meet you guys, but just remember, you need to include everyone. She sat on a chair on her own, and I can clearly see that you're whispering about her. I was that kid. Don't be those girls.
Whoa, what'd they say?
They were just like, "Oh right, okay, yeah, no, we'll stop." And they did go to talk to her, but I can't bear to see someone go through that stuff. It's awful. It's like a consistent like frame of just being so paranoid. I remember like every day I dreaded to go to school. I tried to be like I tried to make myself look ill every day so I didn't have to go in. And that is never where I want. I don't want my own kids to have that.
Yeah.
So it's nice to talk about it and just like this is what happened and this is where I am now because I found the right path. I found what I loved and I went for it. And that's
Have
what I
you
want these
written
kids to do.
songs about it?
Yeah, I wrote there's a song I performed in all of the season this year for the festival. It's called Stranger, and it's about my mental health as a kid. And I went through a lot of body dysmorphia, like I said, and it's about remembering like speaking to myself when I was 16 as someone and the way I am now and just saying it's okay. Like this is how I am now. I found who I am. I do not care what people think about me. I was so terrified to love Hello Kitty as a kid. Like I was like I need to be cool and have fake eyebrows and and have handbags and dress like a chav. And yeah, I followed suit so much. It was like a reminder to me that I am who I am. I'm not going to apologize for it. And if people don't like me, that's cool. Great. Suck it. But yeah, I had never had any self-confidence. And so that's what it's about. I went through a very hard period of time where, I'll be completely open about this. It does not affect me whatsoever now, but I got sexually assaulted by some lad. And basically, it made me feel so gross and so insecure and I was immediately bullied because I was quite a big kid. I was quite a chubba wubba, and I immediately got pushed aside for my size. I got told the fat girl would never stand on stage. I'd break the stage if I stood on it, apparently. And yeah, so there's a little message in there. There's like a middle section that I wrote, and it's just saying like you are allowed to feel okay. You're allowed to feel valid. You're allowed to feel validated through other people. And if I didn't have my family and especially my brother, I wouldn't have been on this planet anymore. I was so low and so down in my own thoughts that if my brother hadn't sat with me every day and listened to me, it's the reason why he's coming on. It's my security because I need him there. He's the person that kept me alive majority of my teenage years. Yeah, it's a difficult period of time, but it's something that I've grown and overcome and now use as a way to spread awareness about it. Because kids are cruel. Kids can turn other kids into what I can only describe myself as a dribbling mess. And they can overcome it and do something that they want to do for a living. And I went from working in a crappy customer service job with not a penny in my pocket to doing something I've dreamed of since I was a kid. And that's my entire existence this year. Sorry, that was really deep.
Holy
No,
shit.
no, thank you for being
Sorry.
so
Love
open
it.
and
You are an
honest.
That was really
anti-bullying
deep, sorry.
superhero. No, you're a superhero.
You're a
and
superhero.
that fired me up, and a lot of people are going to hear that and watch that, and just it's going to change a lot
You
of
really
people's
think?
perspectives. Absolutely. I mean, it's still a big thing. It's going to be a big thing forever. Bullying, it just exists.
It's awful.
Unfortunately.